Hello, my darlings. Really, for real, welcome back for real. It's the girl Poe. So just gotta say hello to all my trees, cause I'm feeling good. This is just another one of my Poe Talks video. Poe Talks videos. The subject of this video is going to be how to get through heartbreak. So with heartbreak, a lot of people only focus on intimate or intimacy when it comes to heartbreak, when heartbreak could come from platonic relationships and familiar relationships, so for family, familial relationships as well. And heartbreaks is so touchy because there is no one way to, what the heck? Oh, get out of town. There's no one way to handle heartbreak or anything that deals with pain, but I could share some ways that I know that has helped me for the most part. Depending on what it is that broke your heart or that hurt you deeply so, the first thing to do is to recognize, like completely recognize your feelings. Like look your feelings in the face and honestly see your feelings for exactly what they are. I am hurt because ABC. I'm in pain because ABC. You don't have to put on a facade of strength and completely ignore this moment of vulnerability or this moment of weakness just because you're hurt by something. I think it's okay to cry, and I think it's okay to be upset, and I think it's okay to scream. You just have to know when you're not being consumed by it, to the point where that's all you're doing and nothing else to help repair you from it, because a wound will never heal if you ignore it, right? If say someone gets a cut on their finger and they never wash it, they never clean it, they never put a band-aid on it, they never put AD&D or AD&D or A&D? A&D ointment on it, or whatever, Aquaphor or Shave, whatever people do to help with stuff. They never do any of the things that you're supposed to do to care for a wound, but have the expectation that it's supposed to heal by a certain date or be back to normal with a scab or with skin by a certain date. That's irrational, right? But if you get a wound, if you cut your finger, you notice the cut on your finger, and yes, it hurt getting the cut, and it stings too, and it stings when you wash it, and when you rinse it with alcohol, you put your ointment on it and it feels a little better. And then you put your band-aid on it and it feels even better. And yeah, the band-aid is annoying because it slips off and certain stuff happens with the band-aid. Then you got to replace the band-aid and all these different things. Keep this analogy in your mind. But eventually, when you take it off, no matter how long it takes, no matter how short or long, because it's completely up to you, it's completely up to your body, it's completely up to the wound, it's up to how deep the wound is. When you take that band-aid off and you see your scab, don't pick at your scab. Don't take your scab off before it's time to take the scab off. Let it fall off on its own. And yeah, there's gonna be a scar there, a little mark there, but it's totally fine because it's gonna remind you what caused you to cut your finger before. And you're gonna remember not to do the same thing so you won't get cut again. Or at least not in that manner. And now it's healed, your skin is cool, your finger is cool, and you keep it pushing. That is how you get through a heartbreak. Just how you get a wound, just how you get a scratch on your finger, a paper cut. Do you care enough for yourself to not sulk in it? Because if so, you hinder your growth. You hinder how you'll heal if you sulk. Sometimes people get so deep into the pain, feeling sorry for themselves. And sometimes you do have to endure that in order to understand it anyways. But I think that by caring for it, recognizing it first, and then caring for it in the ways that it's supposed to be cared for, washing it, covering it, holding it. That could be crying, wiping your own tears, leaning on someone, writing. You show that it's completely, excuse me, you show that it's completely valid to feel the feelings that you're feeling. But don't sulk in it forever. Because you also have to give yourself time to grow. Because every heartbreak in some way is just a learning moment for you. Take the time to learn from it.